Well, once again, folks, turn off your cell phones, and we will start with a statement from Coach Ladner. Jay?
Well, first of all, congratulate Stephen F. Austin. I thought, they really defensively took us out of a lot of things that we normally do on offense. I just have to give them credit. Great pressure, and then I thought just made a valiant comeback, went up 6. They punched right back. We went down. We had a couple of turnovers out of 3 possessions right after we'd gone up, kind of had the momentum, gone up 6, and they converted on those. So you have to give those guys credit. An offensive rebound, then we miss a critical rebound on a missed free throw down there at the end. Really no excuse for it. But anyway, it happened in the course of the basketball game. But I really thought that the game, there was a stretch during the first half that I thought we got off to a good start. In a stretch during the first half where, we turned the basketball over a few times and they converted easy baskets. We didn't do a good job on offensive or keeping them off the offensive board, which is a great strength for them. I thought defensively, we held them, to 59 points. Generally, that's an opportunity to win. Certainly had an opportunity to win, leading by 6 there right at the 4-minute mark. But again, you have to give Stephen F. Austin credit. They made some tough plays and some big shots, at critical times, and they deserve to win tonight. It's disappointing. I thought our guys played hard. Very proud of them. Have won 9 in a row up to this point. They played hard, and we're going to get regrouped and get ready to go to the NIT.
We'll start with questions for the student athletes, and let's limit to those young men first. Jeremy? Turn it on. Okay.
Turnovers and rebounding definitely played a role. What was it about SFA's pressure, and what was it about their size that allowed them to do what they did on the boards and also the turnovers?
To whom?
To the players.
Okay, Marlon, start, please.
They didn't do nothing. We just didn't execute.
Josh?
We just didn't box out. We made careless mistakes.
Okay. Isaac?
The first half, they seemed to really control the rebounding, especially in the offensive glass. So part of that big run you guys made to go up 6 seemed like you guys really kind of reeled that in. Was there an adjustment that you guys made at the half that helped there, or was it just an effort?
Just an effort thing.
Yeah, we just started getting stops and rebounds and started running the break. Got us good looks.
Okay, Isaac again.
For both student athletes, can you talk about how different they look today defensively versus when you guys played them in December? They've kind of evolved over the season a little bit.
Joshua?
The only thing different was they didn't trap ball screens as much. But, we knew what kind of pressure they'd bring. We just didn't execute today.
Marlon?
And like Josh said, we just didn't execute. They didn't trap as much, so we didn't get it how it was in December. So.
Jeremy?
Joshua, you were a big part of that 22-2 run there in the second half to give y'all a 9-point lead. You hit 3 3-pointers during that run. What was working for y'all to get that lead?
Ball movement. We were driving and kicking. We got them in rotations, and I got a couple of good looks and knocked them down.
Okay.
Josh, I know you don't want to reflect on it too much right now, but as someone who really, the only reason you're on the team is because of injury, you were supposed to graduate last year. What has this season been like for you, just being able to experience this and something you haven't experienced in your time here at Southeastern before?
It's been a great ride. It's been a great 5 years at Southeastern. And to come to the championship game and lose, it's tough, but I wouldn't have any other way with any other guys.
Okay. Jeremy? This will be the last question for the student athletes.
To both of y'all, is there any consolation knowing that you will go to the NIT? You do have a chance to play more postseason basketball.
We just know our season not over, and we can still accomplish another goal. So we just got to keep playing hard.
Yeah, our main goal was to get to the NCAA tournament, but since that can't happen, we just got to do what we can do now at NIT.
Guys, thank you. Get ready for what comes next. If you want your name cards, you can take those. Okay. Now let's open it up for questions for Jay. Thanks, guys. Isaac?
Isaac Negron, Southland. What did you do in that half that kind of helped spark you guys on that run? I mean, was there anything that changed on an X's O's perspective, or was it just execution?
No, we didn't. You know, it came in a football terminology. It came down in a game like that. Both teams didn't have a lot of preparation time. We a lot of times need a little more preparation time probably than your average team. But use a football term, it came down to blocking and tackling. It's fundamentals. It's blocking out. I didn't think that we were doing. First of all, we knew that Stephen F. Austin, and they're the top offensive rebounding team in the league, one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the country. And we just weren't putting bodies on people. I don't know if and again, you give Stephen F. Austin a lot of credit. Great crowd, environment, obviously a road game for us in this situation. But the fact is we weren't executing. And then so I thought I was really proud of our guys. I thought we were fortunate to only be down 7 at the half. I really was. And so we just said, hey, we can start doing these things, putting bodies on people in the ball shot. And I thought we just started playing outstanding defense and finishing possessions with the rebound. So it was just and I think they really answered you very honestly. We just did better. Our effort was better in the second half in terms of attention to detail and our fundamentals.
Okay, next question, Jeremy.
Like I asked student athletes, rebounding, turnovers is what it looks like it really came down to. What was it about SFA that they were able to force y'all into 15 turnovers and out-rebound y'all?
Well, first of all, they do a great job defensively, and they play a style of defense that's not very common. They're really on top of you in passing lanes, very disruptive. And again, I always have great respect for Coach Keller and Stephen F's program. And then certainly they're a lot larger than we are. But that again, I thought we mitigated that pretty well in the second half by just doing a better job of blocking out and rebounding. So I just think again they do a great job of, and then they did a great job, I thought, of really disrupting Marlinville. Marlinville makes our team go. He's our quarterback, and they did a good job of helping take him out of the game.
Isaac?
Going back to last season, they've had a really hard time scoring points on you guys, going to the game up there and then the one in December and then again tonight. What is it that you guys do defensively that others have not been able to in limiting a team that scores 80-something points per game to what they showed tonight and the last two times?
Well, I think, any good basketball team, and I feel like that we have a good basketball team, any good basketball team, is their strength's going to be on the defensive end. Any good baseball team, football team, it's got to start with defense. And I've been very proud of our team, the way that they've bought into the defensive end, and that gave us a chance tonight. It kept us in the game in the first half. We were at 53-54%, I think, at halftime, but down because they had shot 10 more shots than we had. Again, y'all had already referred to offensive rebounding. Yeah, I don't think that, I think that our coaches do an outstanding job. Take myself out of our assistant coaches do an outstanding job in their scouting. So I think that we were prepared for their offensive patterns and so forth, and their personnel. But it was just a hard fought game. I think it came down to them, y'all adequately put it. We turned it over a few critical times there, and too many offensive rebounds and putbacks that ended up being the big difference in the game. Apologize for being a little scattered. It's hard to put words together when you lose a tough one like that and get so close to. Feel for our guys. They wanted it bad. They battled. They won 9 in a row. The longest win streak we've ever had, and they're hurting. They're hurting. I'm hurting. Our staff's hurting. Our fans are hurting. It's hard to come in and try to put your words together. My mind's all over the place, mad at myself. Wish I could have done a little bit of a better job coaching tonight, and feel like if I could have, and maybe we could have won. But that's a hurt locker room, and that's good. It shouldn't be a happy locker room, but they're not hurt. I was proud of their effort, and I thought they showed great poise and character, battling back there in the second half, and really felt like when we went up 6, if we would have just taken, had a couple of better possessions there, maybe we could have pulled away and won that thing. But give Stephen F. credit. They at that point, when it got to kind of that point, they made some plays and we didn't.
Coach, the mood kind of feels like the season's over, and obviously it's not. NIT's coming up, and so how do you get the team back focused and avoid a hangover effect going into the year?
Well, they'll bounce back. They want, and you already started seeing it hurt. They're hurting, but you already started seeing. It'd be the first time we've ever played in the NIT. Our only other postseason play was in 2005, so it's been a historic season for us, and they'll because they like to play basketball. They're going to get back up and play, and we'll know tomorrow night kind of where we're heading, what our situation is. So, a lot to be proud of. Again, they're hurt because they felt like they could have won the basketball game. Again, nobody's taking anything away from Stephen F. I can't say it enough how much respect I have for the program. They're the Kentucky of the Southland Conference. When it comes down, look at their fan base and the way they supported their team. That's the way it's supposed to be. That would be great if we can have that going at a lot of our league sites. And so a lot of admiration for them. But certainly our guys are hurting because they feel like that we maybe, I don't want to say let it get away. That would be being a little bit disrespectful to Stephen F. But certainly a game that we could have won.
Okay, this will be the last question for the session.
I know you still have games to play this season, but looking ahead, you get Marlin back next year. What is the trajectory of the program right now? Well,
we're really excited. That's a great question. Really excited about our group that we do have coming back. You have Moses Greenwood will be back, Keith Charleston will be back. So, 3 of the guys that started out there tonight will be back. We're very excited about our recruiting, the way it's going. If we can finish those things out come signing day, can't really comment too much on that other than we're in better living rooms than we've ever been in, and I think that just comes with the success of our program over the last couple of years. So certainly excited about that, and obviously you got something to build on with Marlin.
Jay, thank you. Good luck.
Okay. Thank y'all so much.
Ones.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank y'all. Y'all have been very good to us. Thank you.